Chapter 16. Standing in the doorway, Kat frowns, watching the uniformed stranger in her office throw books from the shelf into a box. So, can I ask what the hell you're doing in here? And who gave you permission to touch my things? The tall, dark-haired man turns around and looks at her. Chewing gum, he stares, checking her out, as he drops the last of the books into the box. Hey, be careful with those. Some are first editions and very rare. I don't need you throwing them around like that. Anyway, how the hell did you get in here? And where the hell are the rest of my things? She looks around at the now empty office. You better have a damn good explanation for this or you're going to find yourself on a charge here, Private. With all due respect, Lieutenant, he sighs. I was asked to come and clear out the office. All I know is I was told to pack all this shit up and move it out. Don't take it out on me because trust me, I'd rather not be here doing this. Why don't you speak to Master Chief Jackson if you have a problem? Because he was the Asho, the one who went to my commander who then sent me here. Master Chief Jackson asked you to do this? Did he say why? Wait, give those here. She grabs at the box of books and placing it on the desk, checks their condition. So where are the rest of my things? I was told to leave it all outside the Master Chief, so FFI. He peters off, looking at Darius as he stands, his arms folded, leaning against the door, watching them. They're outside my office. At the sound of his voice, Kat looks up, glaring at him. What the hell do you think you're playing at? Where's the rest of my fucking stuff? She snarls angrily. Private Harmon, you can leave, I'll sort the rest. Tell Commander Evans. Thanks, sir. Lieutenant. He nods and then, sighing with relief, hurriedly leaves. So, she folds her arms, staring at him. I asked you, where are my things? My medical equipment, my laptop, my dagger? Where is it all? I'm telling you. If you've damaged anything, I'll... Hey, calm down, alright? Everything's fine, I made sure they were careful. Oh, so what, is this you shipping me out now? Oh my god, I can't believe you would do this. Why? Is this because of last night? She hushes her voice, nervously swallowing. Seriously, what the actual fuck? Darius, this is unfair. Shit, she sighs. Whoa. Will you shut the fuck up? Just calm down, alright? Haven't done anything with your stuff, it's all safe. It's outside my office. And no, I'm not shipping you out. Why the hell would you even think that? Let me see. Oh yeah, maybe because I'm standing in an empty office and you've had all my stuff packed up without telling me. And she takes a deep breath. After you treated me like a complete whore last night, maybe that's why. Maybe this is to shut me up? Stop me telling Digby what happened before you send me away. He laughs and, stepping inside the office, closes the door. Placing his hands on her shoulders, he smiles. Hey, take a fucking breath. I said I'm not shipping you out. I'm just moving your office. Moving my office? What the hell does that mean? Why and where to? Darius, what the hell's going on? Oh, I get it, you're not shipping me out, but you're standing me down from the team. No. What I'm doing is putting you in my office and then I'm moving in here. You're moving office too? But why? I mean, what reason would you do that? Digby and I spoke. He sighs loudly. No, not about that. He smiles, looking at the severe concern on her face. About the problems with the team. Showering with the guys, well, it's causing issues, and so we figured this might be the solution. Issues? What kind of issues? You mean Digby kicking off with Zach? But I thought that was all sorted now. I thought they were all good. Digby didn't say anything to me about this. I thought he understood we were just messing around. Oh my god. She rubs her hand over her head. Where is he? I'll go speak to him. Darius, I'll sort this out. But I still don't understand how moving an office is going to solve Digby's problems. Okay, first you need to calm the hell down before you speak to anyone. Look, I talked this over with the guys and it seems, well, it makes them feel uncomfortable, you changing and showering with them, especially as they know how Digby feels. So, everything considered, we all agreed this was for the best. My office has an en-suite, so I put you in there and I come in here. Kat, trust me, it'll be better for everyone this way. Hopefully we avoid Diggs trying to kill anyone each month. What? Wait. No, it's Digby's problem to sort, not mine. I mean, why should I move? I don't get it. Wait, I thought I was part of this team. I thought I was just one of the guys. I don't understand how you can do this. You wouldn't do it to anyone else. Well, sorry, but you're going to have to suck it up because it's non-negotiable. Cat, it's for the best. Look, I would do the same if it were anyone else if I thought it made things better for the team. So you all just decided this without me? Great. Thanks for nothing. I spoke to them without you because I wanted them to be honest. They wouldn't do that with you standing right there. Look, I can't help that there are obvious physical differences with your body. Hell, this way you get more privacy. I thought you told me being a woman on this team wasn't a problem, that I would get treated exactly the same as the guys. You certainly didn't give me any leeway on exercise. I can't believe you're doing this. Well, I am. And to be honest, it's not your body that's the problem. As your relationship with Digby, you two get that squared away and tell me there's nothing going on, and then you can go back to getting showered with the team. So can you tell me that it's all done, that there's nothing going on between you? She hesitates and doesn't look at him. He stares, waiting for her answer, but it doesn't come. All right, I didn't think so. So, then this is the best solution to the problem. Well, for what it's worth, I want it on record that I didn't agree with this. That I thought it was bullshit. Okay, point noted. He smiles, placing his hands on her arms. She pulls away, still not looking directly at him. As for your other issue, me treating you like a whore? Why would you think I did that? Seriously? Why would I think that? Christ, are you serious? Isn't it more why the hell would you do that? She sighs. Geez, I can't believe you. You can be such a fucking asshole at times. She shoves him hard in the chest, pushing him back, her fist pounding against him. Just keep your fucking hands off me from now on. Cat, what the hell? What exactly did you want from me? Okay, I'm sorry I left like that, but after what happened, I needed some time to think and clear my head. You know, you hurt me last night. That hurt. You didn't even bother to check if I was okay. I hurt you? What, you mean your ass, right? He grins. Well, I warned you I was going to punish you. I thought you knew what that meant. I thought you knew it would hurt. He smiles smugly as he leans forward to kiss her. I thought you'd done it before and that you could handle it. Sorry, I'm lost about what I did wrong here. She shoves him hard, slapping his cheek, stifling a smile as she thinks about her ass, which is still aching this morning. Get the fuck away from me. How dare you? No, I don't mean my ass, and yes, for your information, I have done it before. That isn't what I was talking about. She quietens her voice and bites her lip. What I meant was you treating me like a whore, leaving money on the bed. Do you know how that made me feel? How I felt when Michael asked me for the money? That hurt. Darius, you made me feel cheap, like I was some random whore that you ordered. You didn't need to do that. You could have just said you didn't want to see me again. But no, I should have realized what an asshole you really are. Shit. That's what this is about? Look, I'm sorry, okay? Hell, I didn't think you'd. Well, I didn't think that's how you'd see it. I thought you'd see that I did that to protect you, protect us. You don't seriously think I'm that much of an asshole, do you? Well, do you? He stares, watching her shrug. Okay. Well, seems I need to work on my image somewhat then. Look, I didn't want Michael to ask awkward questions. He bought the story of what you were there for, so I figure better we just play it for real. Seriously. She tries to hold back her tears, unsure if she's angry or relieved. That's really why you did it? Oh God, I thought. Shit. Why the hell didn't you just tell me that's what you were going to do? Sorry, I guess I should have said something, but I just needed to get away. Couldn't think straight after what happened between us. I didn't plan for it to go that far, and I needed to think it through. But maybe now I see that probably was a dick move. Cat, I'm sorry. He smiles, but hey, you got my $100 back, right? You're what? I left $100 tip. He smiles. Didn't Michael give it to you? No. I mean, yeah, he offered, but I told him to shove it up his tight shifter ass. You really left me $100 tip? I'm not sure if I should be offended by that. Hell yeah. And no, you shouldn't be offended, 'cause trust me, I would have paid double for that. He leans in, teasing his hand against her breast, and kisses her. Well, it's going to cost you a lot more next time. My rates just went up. She bites her lip and with a smile teases him. It was an asshole move, and you're seriously going to have to make it up to me. She wraps her hands in his hair, pulling him towards her tongue exploring his mouth and her hand on his groin. He continues with his hand inside her shirt, exploring her breasts. I'll bring my credit card. Next time, he laughs. She pushes him back away from her. Wait, so does that mean it's going to happen again? He wraps his arms around her, gripping her butt, playfully spanking her. I guess maybe it does, but I'll leave it for you to decide. I just wish you'd told me you were going to do that. I mean, do you even realize how angry I was with you? My God, if only you said something. Anyway, it looks like you were worried about the wrong person finding out. Reese put it together, not Michael. He spoke to me before I left. Says he won't tell Digby. But I don't know, I feel he'll want something to stay quiet. No, Reese won't say anything, he's too shrewd for that. He knows his game. He won't wanna cause that kind of shit. It's Michael that concerns me more. He's an opportunist and he's not a wolf. He has no loyalty. Hell, he'd sell his own sister for a buck. That's why I didn't want him to know. Michael's a pain in the ass, and trust me, nothing gets past him. Reese only keeps him around because he knows how to handle the clientele in that part of the club, and he can get money out of anyone. Besides, he laughs. I think he knows too much about Reese's dealings for him to just let him go. Yeah, well, I gotta say, he even scared the crap out of me. He was way stronger for a shifter than I thought he'd be. That's 'cause he's always jacked up on so much Ruby. He didn't hurt you, though, right? You would tell me if he did. Cat, if he comes near you again, you must tell me and I'll deal with him. I know you're tough, but you really can't handle Michael, not alone. Okay, well, hopefully I won't need to deal with him at all. She pulls her bleeping phone from her pocket and looks at the text. Oh, it's Riley. Shit, I need to deal with him too. She sees a sneering curl on Darius's lip. Oh, please. Don't tell me you're gonna get jealous as well? How many times do I have to tell you guys Riley's my friend, just a friend. Darius, I like him. He listens to me, I mean really listens. I feel like I can tell him anything. Like when you're being an asshole. I don't know him, so. Okay, he's just your friend. Look, I gotta go, I've got this exercise to set up and move my stuff. Oh, and I gotta find someone to go give that shower room a good scrub. If I've gotta go back to showering in there with those mongrels, I need it disinfected. Yeah, that's one thing I won't miss, those boys can get pretty messy. She laughs. Anyway, good luck with that. Oh, and by the way, Darius turns back in the doorway with a huge grin on his face. There's a surprise for you in your new office. A couple of gifts I thought you might like. Call them a tip for last night or a new office gift. Your choice. He leans forward and drops another gentle kiss on her lips. A surprise? Really? Well, I feel spoiled. I can't wait to see what it is. I'll leave it with you, Lieutenant. Let me know if you like it. Oh, talking of surprises, Digby didn't tell you what he has planned as a surprise for me Saturday, did he? Digby's organized a surprise? No, he said nothing to me. Is everything okay with you two now? You know we should let the dust settle on all this and get the full moon out the way before we take anything further. Yeah, you're probably right. Doesn't matter, he just seemed a little excited this morning and that kinda worries me. Darius, you're not going to tell him about us, about what happened, are you? Only I'm not sure that would be a good idea. I don't think he'd stand for me and you. No, I'm not going to tell him anything, and neither should you. This how it is, it'll be fine. You're happy to keep it this way? I mean, you're okay with me and Digby even if we carry on. You told me she belongs to him, and you're mine, right? Yeah, that's how I see it. She smiles and kisses him. You should leave. I have to go check out my new office. She moves to the doorway and he loiters in the corridor. Looking around, he makes a risky move and drops her another kiss. Then pulling away, he coughs awkwardly. I'll see you in a while, I have a meeting to get to. Don't forget to send me a picture. A picture, she frowns. A picture of what? He doesn't answer and disappears down the hallway. Darius, I said a picture of. Oh, never mind. Hey Harmon, how are you? Haven't seen you at poker lately, you okay? Zach smiles as he and the uniformed private high-five. Hey Zach. Yeah, I'm good, man. Oh, I cut the poker out for a while, I was losing too much money and some of them card schools were bringing in ringers from outer state. I just stick to a few hands with the team now. I'll leave the big league stuff to you special operators. He laughs. So what you doing over this side of the wall? And what's going on with all these boxes? Oh, I'm on a disciplinary, so your a-hole team leader spoke to my commander. And now between them they've got me humping boxes back and forward. I had to clean out that fancy doc's office, bring all her stuff down here. Man, has she got some crap in there. Hey, you seen the state of some of these books? He laughs, picking one out of a box before throwing it back in. Then Jackson got me to trek all his stuff back down there. I just took the last of it. So I'm gonna get some lunch and hopefully he won't find me for anything else. Oh yeah, that's right, they're doing an office swap. He's got a shower in his room, so they're gonna trade up so she can take that. Why? What, you guys fed up jerking off looking at her ass? I mean her naked. But next to you in the shower, that'd sure give me a hard-on. From what I saw, she's got a way better ass than any of the recruits in my platoon. Hey, watch your mouth. Don't talk about her like that, she's still one of my team. And you let Digby hear you say that, he'll put you through the wall into next week. Digby? Yeah, well, I think I'll worry more about Jackson. So is he really getting it on with her? What the hell? Zach frowns. What makes you say that? Hey, you saw something? No, not exactly. Just a vibe I was getting. You know, they seemed really close when I just went back down there. I mean, he's normally a complete asshole, but he was actually smiling. Brr, it was unnerving. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but just a feeling I got, like there was something between them. Yeah, well, stop feeling it, cause there's nothing going on. If you must know, it's Diggs that's getting it on with her. Oh, okay. Well then, seriously, that's my bad. I must have picked up on the wrong signals. Look, I gotta get on. Good to see you again, I'll catch you around. Zach takes a breath, and as he looks up, Kat's in the hallway carrying a box filled with the rest of her books. Hey Zach, you okay? She frowns, concerned by the look on his face. Yeah, I'm good. So you got a new office? I can't believe Darius actually agreed to do this. No way in hell did I think he'd give this office up, but he did for you. Yeah, looks like it. I think he was worried about Digby's behavior. You know, what happened between the two of you the other day, trying to avoid a repeat. I have to say I'm a little pissed I don't get to be with the team, cause I'm gonna miss the banter and smacking your ass around. But as he explained, it's probably for the best. Yeah, sorry, but you know I'm not gonna miss you caning my ass, that's for sure. I'll get you again, don't worry. Zach, this wasn't your fault. You did nothing wrong. But I understand why you told Darius you were finding it a problem. Guess I understand. The way Digby was getting, it was out of order. But I think he knows that, and he knows we were just messing around. This whole situation has gotten a little out of control, and so maybe some boundaries will be for the best. Yeah, look, it's all good. Diggs just got a little jealous. Can you imagine what he'd be like if we were actually doing something? He'd probably have killed me. He grins. Good job we weren't, right? Yeah. She frowns, watching him. Zach, you sure you're okay? Is there something you want to talk about? You know my door is always open, not only on medical grounds but as a friend too. No, I'm good. Oh. She turns, looking as he walks away. I don't suppose you know what this surprise is Digby has planned for Saturday. Yeah, actually I do, he smiles. But I'm not telling you. You know where my loyalties lie. So you'll just have to wait to see. Though I can tell you he's really excited. Kat, I've not seen him this happy in a while, so just go with it for him. Trust me, you'll like it. Okay, fine. And you're right, he seemed happier this morning. But she tilts her head, flirting with her eyes. Can you not just give me a little hint? He ignores her and carries on walking. No. He smiles, gesturing behind his back with his middle finger as he disappears around the corner. Yeah, thanks for that, asshole. Still smiling, she lets herself into the office, and placing the box on the desk, she looks around at the jumble of medical equipment, books, and her other collectibles. She sighs, and sitting down at the desk, she surveys the room from the big leather chair. Then switching her laptop on, she leans back and takes a deep breath. As the air fills her nostrils, all she can smell is Darius. The linger of his expensive aftershave clings to every fiber in the room. Getting up, she wanders to check out the shower. The small but clean room is empty except for a pile of white towels and a large, expensive-looking black gift bag that sits on the countertop by the sink. Welcome to my office. D.X. She smiles at the wording on the tag. Yeah, right, asshole. My office now. She takes a breath and opens the bag, first pulling out something which looks like a book. Unwrapping the brown paper covering, a huge grin fills her face. As she looks at the contents wrapped inside, a vintage gray hard-covered book, Combat Operations Psychology. Wow, a first edition. That must have cost you. She smiles gently, brushing her fingers over the cover, then carefully laying it on the counter. She looks again in the bag. Now she pulls out a very expensive-looking black silk basque and matching panties underwear set. Oh my god! She smiles, looking at the tags on the hanger. Expensive, designer, beautiful. Like it. She bites her lip as she feels the quality of the fabric in her hand. Oh, a picture. She grins. Okay, so now I understand. Looking again, there's one more thing at the bottom of the bag, and pulling it out she laughs and her cheeks flush with a hint of red color. Oh god. She blushes, looking at the box. A sex toy playset, a large vibrator and anal toy. Holy shit. Looking up, she stares into the mirror and catches the grin filling her face. Then placing the book and the vibrator back in the bag, she hides it behind the bathroom door out of sight. Undressing, she removes the underwear from the hanger and puts it on. Taking a deep breath, she admires the look of her body wearing it, her hands rubbing over her stomach, smoothing the silk fabric against the curve of her waist and up over the round of her breasts. It's so soft and smooth, the expensive luxury set oozes class. Her breasts pushed up, they protrude over the balconette top, and her lean fit body is corseted by the corset-style front, the matching black string panties which show off the cheeks of her ass. As she continues to admire her reflection in the glass, twisting side to side, she smiles and picks up her phone. After several angled attempts, she snaps a playful picture and hits send. She looks again at the mirror. Fuck. Surprised, she gasps with shock. Oh my god, what the hell? Ryan, you scared the shit out of me. I never heard you. Come in. No, I can see that. He stands, mouth open, staring at her. Holy shit. He smiles as his cock immediately springs to attention. What in the hell are you doing? Oh, she swallows, nervously trying to think of an explanation. I was just trying it on. It was, meant to be a surprise. For you. For Saturday. Now you've ruined it with your creeping around. Are you spying on me? She frowns. Turning with her hand on her hip, she stares at him. I mean, what are you doing in here? I just came to check on you, and I'm glad I did because, you look good. He takes a deep breath. This is. She smiles, his expression as he flounders with what to say. I swear to God. Ryan, if you say it looks nice, I will kill you right there. Actually, I was gonna say it looks fucking fantastic, but I don't actually know what to say. He groans and places his hands on her hips, kissing her neck. This is a surprise for Saturday, you said? Well, as I don't actually know what we're doing, I'm not sure if it's appropriate to wear. And it's not really a surprise now, so. No, see, I can just erase this image from my mind. I'll forget I ever saw you in it. I'll make sure I act surprised all over again on Saturday. Trust me. See, in this it's not gonna ruin anything. He smiles, leaning against her neck, kissing her. His eyes focus on the mirror, watching the reflection of them, both as he stares at her ass in the glass. God, I love your body. I can't wait till I can have you to myself. Holy fuck. Zach now stands open-mouthed in the doorway, staring at them. Yeah, moh hell. Shit. Yeah, Darius, he said, can you get your ass? He closes his eyes and takes a breath. I mean both your asses to the shoot house. Like right now. He's waiting to start training, holy fucking mother of. He gasps silently, watching as Digby glares at him. Sorry, I'm gone. Seriously, I'm going? I really am going right now. And I. He puts his hand over his eyes. I didn't see a damn thing, holy fuck. He smiles, shaking the image of Cat's butt from his mind, adjusting the hard-on. That's taken him by surprise and leaves. You know, I thought having this new office was supposed to give me more privacy. She smiles, wrapping her arms around Digby's neck, kissing him slowly. So, you gonna tell me what my surprise is then? I mean, now you've seen yours. Nope, that's not gonna work on me. What you need to do is put these on. He hands her the combat's pants from the floor. Darius wants that sexy ass of yours in the shoot house, SAP Lieutenant. He stands at the doorway, giving her one more glance over. Alright, so I'm leaving before things escalate here. He smiles. You need to get dressed. But, hey, don't be long, cause trust me, you don't want Darius punishing your ass for being late now, do you? As he leaves, she turns back to look in the mirror. Admiring herself again, she grins. Oh, but then maybe I do. Chapter 17. Moon phase full. Saturday. Alright, so are you going to tell me where we're going or not? I can't see a damn thing in this blindfold. No. No. She turns her head to the sound of his voice. Ryan, is that it? Just no. Looking at her, he frowns and waves 3 fingers in front of her face. When she doesn't flinch, he's reassured she can't see anything. Yup. Okay, if you don't start answering in more than 1 syllable, then I'm taking this damn thing off. No, Kat, don't. Please, I want it to be a surprise. As Ryan parks the truck, Kat takes a deep breath and wiping her palms on her thighs, she sits patiently waiting. Then as his overexcited voice breaks the silence and he opens the door for her, the fresh breeze hits her nostrils. She smiles. She recognizes the smell. Oh, I know where we are now. Ryan, what the hell are you doing? Shoo, and stop trying to guess. Come on, I've got you. He grins as he helps her out from the truck. Taking a hold of her hand, he then stands behind her and, wrapping his larger body around hers, walks her forward. Okay, now watch your step, it's a little steep here, he says as she stumbles, her feet tangled in the grass. I got you. Gripping her tightly, he walks her deeper into the forest and away from the gaze of the road. Okay then, he takes a breath, pleased with himself. You ready? Hum. She nods, apprehensive but excited. Come on, hurry. I want to know what you're doing. She holds her breath as he unties the blindfold. Okay. Keep your eyes closed, I'm gonna take it off now. She does as he says. And then he leads her a couple more steps forward. Alright, wait there. He moves away and then turns to face her. Okay, so open your eyes. Surprise. Oh my god. Shit. She gasps and blinks, the bright afternoon sunlight dazzles. Ryan, this is amazing. How the hell did you? Oh wow. She looks up, smiling at what he's done. There on the ground in front of her is a plaid blanket and large wicker hamper overflowing with picnic foods, plates, and a bottle of champagne in an ice bucket on a stand. Whoa. You did all this for me? Wow. She gasps, lost for words at the amount of thought he's put in. So you like it? He asks, watching as she stands in silence, trying to absorb all the details. Oh, come on, please say something. Say you like it. Tell me you're surprised. Oh yeah, you certainly surprised me. I never imagined this. Ryan, it's lovely. I love it. I just never imagined you'd think to do something like this for me. He smiles, beaming with pride as he kisses her. I'm so glad you like it. Want you to know that I'll do anything I have to keep you. Come here. She smiles, wrapping her arms around his neck and kisses him passionately. Kat gets a sudden rush of hormones as a spark of passionate desire swirls around her insides, and Luna wants out. The wolf wants to be with him and purrs contentedly, relaxed but really excited. Kat, you know I'm sorry for everything. And I get it, I really do. What you said about you being more than just a wolf. The thing is, I never saw you that way. I always saw you as a whole, a wolf and a woman, both of you as one. And I love you. The both of you. She takes a breath, hesitant to react. His sudden declaration takes her by surprise, and looking him in the eyes, they stare at each other. Her bodies buzzing with electricity in exactly the same way it did that first day she laid eyes on him. Ryan, I don't know what to say. She smiles, kissing him. Except, can we eat? 'Cause I'm starving. Yeah, sure. Here, let me pour you some champagne. Wow. Champagne? Hell, you went to a lot of trouble. Yeah. Oh, and I got those strawberries, the ones dipped in pink chocolate, the ones you said you liked on that TV show. Oh, and smoked salmon and kale. Hold my hands up, Bud took care of the food. I kinda wasn't sure what you do for a picnic, but I did buy the strawberries. It's okay. It all looks amazing. I can't believe this whole idea was yours. Yeah, well, I'd more say I have Jack Daniels to thank for it, but yeah, it was my idea. I just wanted to show you I could do other things other than, you know. Though just so you know, I'm not ruling that out. I mean, if you want to do that too. Hey, don't spoil it, she smiles. You were on a roll there. Okay, I'm keeping it zipped. Though you brought my surprise, right? She nods and then, unfastening a couple of buttons of her shirt, flashes him a tease of the lace bodice underneath. Holy fuck. Okay, so let's eat. Pouring 2 glasses of champagne, Digby opens a box and takes out one of the chocolate strawberries and feeds it to her. She leans forward, the fruit still in her mouth, and kisses him. The juice of the sweet berry drips down her chin, and he licks it from her lip. She tangles her hand in his hair, staring into his bright blue eyes. That was delicious. She sniffs him, his scent making her body tremble with excitement as the electricity between them sends a pulsing throb to her clit. Each touch of his hand on her body sends a wave of pleasure riveting through her breasts, down her stomach, and into her fiery core. Ryan, I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean it. I struggle with this. The whole wolf versus woman thing. But I know now. I have to accept what I am. It's just hard. It's okay, don't say nothing. Let's just draw a line under it. We both did things I'm sure we regret. He smiles. Now you eaten the last of that salmon, or am I? She picks it up and puts it between her teeth and leans in to kiss him. Why don't we share? The afternoon disappears, and as darkness surrounds them, the air becomes much cooler. They sit quietly, Cat nestled between his legs, her back leaned against his chest as they stare into the dark forest. She's feeling drunk, having consumed most of the champagne. Ryan, content to let her finish the bottle while he sticks with the beer. This is nice, he whispers, stroking his fingers gently against her neck, her nuzzling against his shoulder as they both enjoy the peace. You know, I can't believe you have a twin brother and you said nothing. What I don't get is why you aren't close? I mean, I thought twins had a strong blood bond. Reese went his own way. He always wants to be the center of attention, like I mean all the time. He likes fast cars and hard partying. He was always a rebel, and left home as soon as he could because he didn't want to live under strict rules, and he didn't want to stay where we lived. Reese liked to push boundaries in a less than positive way. Oh sure, I wanted to be a rebel too. But my brother's selfish. Cat, trust me, the best thing is to keep away from him. You know I couldn't care less if he dropped dead tomorrow. I'm sure you would. I mean, twins, that's hell of a deep connection. Blood is blood, and yours and his are the same. Well, you wouldn't think so, not the way he acts. Hell, I feel closer to Zach, and even Darius, than I am to him. I don't know Reese anything. She nods, then leaning back she listens to the faint sound still echoing in the dark forest. Ryan, can I ask you something? That story you told me about the Luna wolf? I've been thinking about it a lot lately and it just keeps going around my head, so I have to know. She can feel him tense and shift awkwardly. Turning around, she kneels in front of him and with her hand on his cheek stares him in the eyes. Was she your mother? Was your mother the blood Luna? Digby sighs, and drinking the last of the beer, he takes another and pushing the cap off he guzzles some back and cocks his eyebrow. You know, sometimes, Lieutenant Morgan, you think about things too much. But yeah, she was our mother. So what happened? She can feel his muscles tighten and hear the grind of his teeth. Ryan, talk to me. Please tell me. I want to know. I want to know about you. Inside you, what you feel, not just this alpha bullshit. I want to know about the man you are. She kisses him gently on the lips, the taste of beer lingers on her tongue. All right, so ask me. What do you want to know? He leans back, resting on his elbow, staring at her, his hand stroking the top of her thigh as she lays her head on his chest. Anything. Just tell me anything about you. He takes a deep breath, hesitating. About my mother, the story. Well, she gave birth to me. To us, Reese and me, in the woods alone. Yeah, she shifted for her pregnancy. They believed back then it made a wolf pup. Stronger, more dominant. Hey, maybe it did. He smiles. My foster mom, she said that my real mom was a loner. She wouldn't commit herself to a pack, to any pack. And she wouldn't submit to any of the alphas that courted her. Your mom sounds like a feisty chick. Cat smiles. Sorry. Go on, tell me more. They all wanted her, the alphas, they all wanted her as their Luna because she was special, she was rare. They also said no wolf or man could resist her. He strokes his hand against the smoothness of Cat's hair, smiling as he kisses her head. But with no pack, she was vulnerable. She had no one to protect her, and so one of the other pack alphas decided he would take her for his own. The next wolf moon he forced himself on her. They nodded, and with her and pup, he thought he'd be able to claim her, that she'd submit to him, but she didn't. She wouldn't commit to being in his pack. Digby takes a deep breath and drinks more of the beer, hesitating in silence. So what happened? Where did she go? My foster mom said that a couple of days after she gave birth she was killed. Story was it was a lover, or a rival, maybe one of the other local packs, or maybe a stranger. Guess no one will ever know for sure, and it's not really something I want to get into. Yeah, it must be painful for you. She looks up and strokes his face. So, she just given birth to you both? It was lucky you survived. You must have been a strong pair of wolves. I guess we were. I don't know, we were a couple of days old when someone from the commune where Rosie lives. They found us next to her body. That's how we survived. Though she was dying, she'd stayed with us to keep us warm and suckle us till she passed over. It was Zach's dad that found us and took us back to the village. The leader agreed we could be fostered by them, Zach's parents. They'd lost their eldest grown daughter in an attack. Zach's mom was desperate for another child, but she'd already miscarried 3 times and they hadn't been able to conceive again. But they had Zach? I mean, you said Zach's mom fostered you, right? Yeah, Zach came along a couple of years later. He was a surprise. Our baby brother. He smiles. We all grew up together. You know, Zach used to get teased a lot, bullied by the girls. There were a lot of girls in that commune. He wasn't what he is now. He was a more gangly, geeky beta wolf and spent hours tinkering with things, machines, anything mechanical. But with so few boys, we all stuck together. Me and him bonded and grew really close. Reese was always being an ass to him, and I guess I would step in and defend him. Reese used to get the girls to prank Zach. Those she-wolves can be vicious bitches. But I looked out for him mainly just to spite Reese. No, you would have looked out for him anyway. But it's nice that his parents took care of you after your mom. Especially considering their loss. Most she-wolves never get over a pup's loss, so it was good for Zach's mom. But you and Reese are blood alphas? You said the story, your mom was a blood Luna. Yeah, she was. Just like you. He kisses her forehead and smiles. So then it was good for the pack that they took you in? Yeah, but there was a price for them bringing us up. Oh, not our parents. They were great. The commune's leader Ezra told us we owed the community, Reese and me. That's where the Rosie thing comes in. We were honor bound to a pact that Zach's dad made, that we would put some girls in pup when they came of age, including Rosie, Ezra's daughter. But he was kidding his self. He hoped Rosie would fight to be an alpha bitch, but she doesn't wanna be, and anyway she couldn't fight anyone. He laughs. Oh yeah, sure she can be a mouthy bitch, but she's too gentle to fight her way to the top. He made up some story she was born on a blood moon, and nobody questions him. With me being a blood, if I give her a pup, it gives Ezra more status. But that's not right. To be a girl blood, it has to be a super moon. So what? They just pretend. Yeah, basically. The supermoon was the month before Rosie was conceived, but no one thought about it enough to question him. He knows she's not an alpha, but he hoped if I got her pregnant, then he could pass his grandchild off as a blood wolf and keep his status in the community. It also meant he wouldn't get challenged for the leadership with me connected to his daughter. To be honest, I don't think any of the younger wolves give a crap anymore. Hell, half of them don't even know the lores. They move out as soon as they're old enough. It's Ezra still clinging to the past. He rules by fear. His rules, or leave the pack. Did you know Rosie's in love with someone else, Samuel, but she's devoted to her father. He's got her so brainwashed that she'll do whatever he says just to make him happy. And my honor says I still owe my debt for them taking us in. So me getting her in pup, I fulfilled my part of the pact. I mean, it's not like it's a hardship, right? Rosie's a fun girl. He smiles, looking as Kat cocks her eyebrow, unimpressed. Well, anyway, over the years he's presented someone he wants me to get pregnant, so I have. Oh my God, Ryan. Kat sits up and looks at him. That's awful. This man sounds like a complete control freak. How the hell can he do that? Just hand girls over for you to put them in pup, even his own daughter, for God's sake. Just like some business transaction? What, and Reese has to do the same? Hell no. No, Reese never bought into any of that shit. Reese figures he doesn't owe anyone anything in this world. He told Ezra to get fucked. He grins. Hey, don't look at me like that. Reese has no moral compass, so believe me. Just because he stood up to Ezra in no way makes him a saint. He still uses those girls and Ezra allows it to happen. Hell, it wouldn't surprise me if he even gets a cut out of it. Reese gives them work in the club. Jacinta and some of the other hostesses came from the community too. I mean, it's a struggle. Right, you're a young she-wolf brought up in a commune you rely on for everything. So where do you go in this world? If you're not an alpha or a mate, then you have nothing. No money, no stand-in. And then Reese comes along and offers you a way out. But there's always a price. He hooks them on drugs and then pimps them out. God, he's such a fucking asshole. I really can't believe he's my blood. He justifies it by saying if he doesn't take advantage, then someone else will. He says because he understands where they come from. He protects them more than others would. The sad thing is he's probably right. Oh God, I didn't know. So why'd Reese leave? I mean, he could have challenged for pack leader by the sounds of it. Yeah, I think that's what Ezra was worried about. He had him thrown out of the pack. Reese wouldn't follow the rules, even got his own following. Some younger wolves thought Reese was king, and Reese believed it too. He didn't care. When they made him leave, he was going anyway. He's a good-looking charmer, so he found his own way. And now? Well, now he's rich with his own club, his own empire to be king of. With his ego and charm, the girls just go looking for him. It's not like they don't know where to find him, right? Anyway, we didn't come here to talk about my asshole of a brother. We came here for us. He pushes her back, kissing her neck. No, wait. Rhea, this is nice. Us talking. It's good. I enjoy finding out about you, knowing about your past. So, is your debt paid now that you got Rosie pregnant? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I had to wait till she came of age, but I guess now I have. Yeah, no more. This Ezra, he's not going to use you anymore. Think you've paid enough already. She smiles, stroking his face, kissing him. So what does Ryan want? Me. If you could have what you want, what would it be? Oh, I don't know. I guess a family and someone who loves me, he says with a smile, brushing her hair back. But right now, if I could have whatever I wanted right at this moment. What would you want right now? He wants her. Wants to be with her. My wolf with yours. Cat sighs, sitting back on her heels looking at him. That's really what you want. Her lip quivers and she stares him in the eyes, thinking about what he's asking. You know I don't do that. I told you I don't do that. I never give her that much control. I know, but you asked me, and that's the thing I want. She looks at him and takes a breath, quiet and thinking deeply. Okay, she swallows nervously. Okay, if that's what you really want, then I'll do it. We'll let them be together. I'll do that for you. Oh my God! He gasps, and sitting upright he holds her head and kisses her. Are you sure about this? I mean, I don't want you to feel like I forced you. No, you aren't. I mean it. She wants it too. So maybe I should let her be what she is for a night, be a wolf. But there's one condition. Anything, you name it, it's yours. When they're done, then you make love to me. What? Hell yeah. Cat, you know I'll fuck you anytime you ask. No, I mean make love. Be with me. Not fucking, be intimate with Cat. Yeah, okay. You got it. He strokes her face, kissing his lips gently against hers. His hands are already undressing her, unfastening the buttons on her shirt. He removes it and stares at the sexy black underwear. Oh God, you are so beautiful. He leans forward, kissing her, his hands grasping at her breasts. And with the light from the full moon shining down on them, Cat stands up and undresses the rest of her clothes. He smiles, watching her, his face filled with an obvious longing. Then he strips his own clothes and, stepping forward, his hand against her cheek, he strokes her face. I want you so much. Well, she laughs wildly. You gotta catch me first. Cat kisses him, then taking a step back, her breathing slows and her heartbeat quickens, and then there's a loud growl and Digby gasps, overcome by pleasure. The large wolf's silver fur glints and sparkles in the white moonlight, and it looks like she's covered in tiny crystal gems. Then she's gone, disappeared from his sight. Digby shifts, and then his large black wolf quickly disappears, following Luna into the darkness of the forest. Nothing moves, and as the clouds part, The moon shines through, casting a white glow over everything. The valley erupts with the enchanting echo of two wolves howling. The haunting duet fills the air as the wolf pair consummate their relationship. Chapter 19. Sir. Excuse me. Sir, can I help you? Excuse me. Hey, please, sir, you can't. Just. The nurse stares confused, looking at the tall, shirtless guy standing in front of her. Digby turns and glares. The nurse struggling to keep up as he strides hurriedly down the hospital corridor. What the fuck do you want? He snaps. Sir, please. You can't just come in here like this. What I mean is we need to take her details and fill in some forms first. The nurse frowns, looking at Kat as Digby carries her in his arms, wrapped in a red picnic blanket and covered in blood. They needed to get her to an emergency room fast. If all that blood was anything to go by. We're fine, thanks. I'm looking for someone. He's a doctor. Sir, no. No, you can't just come in here like this. Please, we need to get her to the emergency room. She grabs at his strong muscular arm and he spins around, snarling. His bright blue eyes focus angrily on her and she takes a step backward. I'll need to call security if you don't. Hey, it's okay. And out of breath, Riley comes running down the corridor. Carol, it's okay. They're friends of mine, I'll take care of it. He takes the clipboard from her hand and gives her one of his special smiles. Dr. Jacobs, this is highly irregular. She frowns. Yes, Carol, I'm well aware of that, but I promise I will come back with this paperwork filled out correctly just as soon as I can, but as you can see, I need to take care of this right now. He grabs a hold of her elbow and smiles. Again. Carol, it's fine. Really, I've got this. Just go back to the desk and I will find you later. All right, she sighs. But, can I ask what happened? I mean, that looks serious. She looks up confused, Digby's muscular chest covered in blood. Dog bite. He snaps abruptly. Then turning around, he follows Riley to the end of the corridor where the doctor then gestures him inside the empty room. In here. He takes a deep breath and closes the door. Looking Digby up and down one-on-one up close, he realizes just how big and aggressive this guy really is. Digby lays Kat on the bed, swallowing nervously. He takes a breath and, turning around, he looks intently into Riley's eyes. So, you gonna look at her? Or what? He pants gruffly. Yeah, sure. Riley stares. He can't help but focus on Digby's muscular toned body, his tattoos and large biceps. This guy is huge and something about his aggressive dominance is disturbing, but gathering his thoughts, Riley hands him the clipboard and a pen from his pocket. You need to fill this in. You can do that, right? Fuck that, he snarls, throwing the paperwork on the chair. I'm not filling in any damn forms. I just need you to look at Kat. She said you understood about us. That you deal with this discreetly. So are you gonna look at her or what? Digby growls. He's distressed and standing protectively over Kat. He strokes his hand down her hair as she lays perfectly still. She's very quiet and Riley looks at her worried. Yeah, I'm sure, of course. What I mean is, sure, no one needs to know about this. He grins politely. Hey, there, Kat. So, how are you feeling? Like I've been gripped in a vice and then run over by a truck at the same time. She grimaces in pain and with a loud groan, she closes her eyes. The burning tear in her flesh sends a searing hot pain down her arm, and every time she moves it's almost unbearable. Even for a wolf. I'm okay. Couldn't stop the bleeding and I think it may have clipped the vein. Her fingers ache as they grip firmly at the t-shirt she's holding against her neck. Okay, so let me take a look. First, he listens to her chest. Her heart's beating extremely fast and he's not sure if it should be like that. He shifts his stance and is now awkwardly conscious of Digby's heavy panting next to him. Could we have a little room, please? Oh yeah, sure. Digby nods and takes a step back. So you can sort this, right? I mean, she's gonna be okay, yeah? Is this serious? You can fix her. He paces frantically with worry. She's going to be fine. I just need some room. Riley smiles. He can see the concern etched into the large man's face. And as much as he doesn't like that she would choose this guy over himself, he still thinks it's nice that he's showing so much concern for her. So did you say this was a dog bite? He hesitantly asks. I mean, that's what I heard you tell the nurse. I don't know. Did I? Digby shrugs. His brow furrows and he glares, staring Riley in the eyes. Why? Does it matter? No. No, I guess in this case it doesn't. It's just I heard you say that. I thought that's what you said. But no, it doesn't matter. Riley stutters with nerves. Okay, so Cat, let me look. He grips her hand as he lifts the temporary dressing away from the skin. Shit. He swallows and cocks an eyebrow as he checks the open wound. Okay, so that's going to need a couple of stitches. Cat, what the hell happened here? Because he looks around at Digby and hushes his voice. This is not a dog bite. She sighs, anxiously biting her teeth against her lip. You know, Ryan, why don't you go call Zach? Get him to bring us some clean clothes. You could do with getting cleaned up, and I need something more than a picnic blanket to wear. She smiles at him, trying to keep the conversation relaxed. Calm him. Stop the worrying and pacing so much. You could bring us some coffee too, and maybe some snack bars. Yeah? Riley can take care of this. I'm staying. I'm not leaving ya. Ryan, please. She forces a smile, trying again to reassure him. I'm fine. Just go call Zach. Oh. And maybe get someone to go clean up the picnic area? You know what I mean. We don't want anyone finding it and asking questions. Yeah, okay, sure. I guess you're right, but are you gonna be okay here with him? Yeah, I'm going to be just fine. She nods stiffly. As Riley said, it just needs a couple of stitches. I could have probably done it myself if I hadn't felt so faint. Ryan, please just go call Zach. He kisses her forehead and turns to go, glaring and growling at Riley. Pang of jealousy rises in his chest as his wolf tries to convince him not to leave them. Cat, I'm sorry about this. I'm really sorry. I know, she says. I know you are. But it's going to be fine. This is not your fault. Honestly, it's okay. Oh hey, she smiles. See if they have one of those creamy caramel bars, you know, the ones I like? I'm so hungry. He nods, then hesitating one last time in the doorway, his eyes focus on the pair of them, noticing as Cat sits up, the blanket falls away to reveal her blood-smeared breasts. Hey, Dr. Freak. You got a gown or something she can put on? Oh, yeah, sure. Riley closes his eyes as he also notices her nakedness, and he now searches the room for a gown. Cat, awkwardly embarrassed, pulls the blanket up around her. The door closes. Cat and Riley are left alone, but Digby can't help himself and hovers outside in the corridor, constantly checking on them through the window. He growls and sneers as he watches Riley touching her. Fuck. He snarls as he pulls his phone from his pocket and calls Zach. Hey. He sighs. Yeah, it's me. I need you to come to the hospital. No, I'm okay. But it's Cat. Something happened. No, she's gonna be fine, but she needs a couple of stitches. That freak brother of Quinn's, he's looking at her right now. He checks the window again, watching them. Oh, and can you go to the house, get some clothes for her and me? Something casual, comfy t-shirt, joggers, something like that. Bring him here. He lets out another sigh. Yeah. Thanks, man. And send the rest of the boys to go clear up the picnic. I'll explain later. Just get him to do it, Zach. I can't talk now. I'll see you soon. He cuts off the call and heads to the end of the corridor where the vending machines are. Realizing he has no spare change, his wallet in the truck, he loses his temper and slams his fist hard into the front of the machine. He's nearly in tears with angry frustration, worried and feeling guilty about what he did. His wolf howls in his head. Wasn't supposed to be like this. His special day hadn't turned out quite how he planned. But then a wry smile curls on the corner of his lips, and he looks around. He wants to howl out loud, but he can't. Closing his eyes as he holds it back, he takes a deep breath and smiles. I'm bonded now, for real. With Digby gone, Riley relaxes his stance. So, are you going to tell me exactly what happened here? It's nothing. Cat looks away, embarrassed, trying to avoid a long explanation. The fact she's naked, wrapped in a picnic blanket and covered in blood. Where would she start? Well, it's not that, nothing. Cat, how the hell did this happen? Because we both know this is not a dog bite. Riley, please don't ask me to explain. You really wouldn't understand. Then make me understand. Cat, you know you can trust me, so tell me. Did he do this? Ryan. Is this a wolf thing? Oh my God, he did. Didn't he? He did this to you. Did he bite you? Oh God. Are you serious? How is this even possible? Riley, it's okay. Just calm down, I'll be okay, but yeah, he did this. You're right about it being a wolf thing. But it's fine. Hell, it's not like he attacked me. He didn't attack you. Are you actually serious? Then what the hell do you call this? Kat, this is not okay. You need to report this because this is assault and you need to tell someone in charge. Report it? Report it to who exactly? Oh yeah, let me see. Oh hey, Commander Edwards, by the way, my werewolf boyfriend bit my neck, which necessitated a visit to the emergency room, just so you know. Yeah, how does that sound? Riley, this wasn't assault. This was... She takes a breath, calming her angry tone. This was consensual. God, I told you wouldn't understand. You can't. You know what? She gets up from the bed, dragging the blanket around herself. I'll sort it myself. We should never have come here. Ryan was right, I should have just... Shit. I just thought, with you having a shifter for a brother, you'd understand that you'd know things are not straightforward in the world. But maybe I was wrong and perhaps you can't. Kat, wait, I do. What I mean is I can. It's just I don't enjoy seeing you hurt. I don't like knowing he hurt you. That is your world this would be in. Okay thing for him to do. Please. He grabs her arm to stop her, but as she pushes past, the blanket gets caught around her feet and still feeling lightheaded, she trips. Losing her footing, she stumbles and falls to the floor. Kat. He loses his grip on the t-shirt and the full extent of the wound is displayed. It's still bleeding and a panic sound hitches to the normally calm doctor's voice. Kat. Kat, let me look. He lifts her chin, the bleeding, though less, still trickles down her naked chest. You know, I really should arrange a transfusion. You've lost a lot of blood. He helps her up and, grabbing a dressing from the cart, he gets her to hold it over the wound. Now he realizes she's completely naked. Oh God, was this like a sexual thing? A fetish? Is that why you let him do this? I've seen a lot of injuries in some bizarre places, especially when I was training in the ER. You wouldn't believe what people do to each other. Oh, sorry, I forget. He smiles. You're a doctor too. No, this is not that. I mean what we were doing, but it's not. Oh my God. She groans as he helps her up. With him holding her arms, she leans her forehead against his chest, not just to steady herself but also looking for a little comfort. I can't explain this. Riley, unsure what he's doing, wraps his arms around her. Kat's hardly able to speak because the wound hurts and the pain clouds her thoughts. She feels sick and faint, but also there's a weird feeling swirling inside her head, something she's never experienced before. A churn of emotions, like all the cells in her body are racing around in a chemical reaction. She forcefully pushes Riley back away from her. It's like Luna's guarding her and she growls. All she can smell is Ryan and she looks to the door searching for him. A sense of loss coming over her when she can't see him. The whole thing overwhelms her senses and Kat's confused. Riley reaches out to her again, but she pulls away. Kat, it's okay, don't be upset, we're going to sort this. She shakes her head and wipes the tear of tiredness that rolls down her cheek. Sorry about this, today has been, well, I can't describe it. This was not how I imagined it was going to be. Sorry. Come sit down. Let me look at you. He wraps her in the blanket and then, pulling the cart beside them, he plunks himself on a stool in front of her and begins to gently clean up the wound. Okay, so this is going to hurt a little. He smiles as she cocks an eyebrow at his comment. Okay, maybe not that much, but just tell me if you want me to stop. Then, keeping the pressure on, he carefully places a few stitches neatly into the skin. There. He leans back and takes a breath. That should do it. It's probably going to scar. The wound is really deep. I can't even imagine the force it would take to do something like that to someone. Sorry, not my business. It's okay. And yeah, it will scar. It's meant to. That's the whole point, so everyone knows. I mean, so other wolves, they'll know that I'm bonded to someone, and that Ryan claimed me. Luna. He claimed her. Bonded? And that's what this is? Okay. He takes a nervous breath. But I still don't understand. Why would you let him do this? Seems kind of, well, antiquated to let someone claim you. I mean, I can't stop it. It's something that has to happen. It's not really a choice. It's like we were chosen for each other. Oh, how do I explain this? It's just not a human thing, it's animal. But I guess that's what I am, right? Her lip quivers, and feeling over-emotional, She bites at the inside of her cheek. I'm just a wild animal, I told you, a freak. Hearing the pain tone in her comment, he frowns. Hey, I don't see you like that. I don't see a freak or an animal. He strokes her hair back from her blood-smeared face. All I see is a beautiful and intelligent woman who, if I'm being honest, looks a little lost and confused right now. Cat, you're amazing. He stares at her eyes, the green color mesmerizes him and he can't help himself. Transfixed, he can't resist and leans forward and kisses her softly on the lips. Riley, don't, she snaps, holding him back, resting her hand gently against his chest. Sorry, but you can't do that, not now. Concerned, she looks to the door and hears voices she recognizes in the corridor outside. Zach and Digby talking. I'm so sorry, I wish things could be different, but now. No, I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't have done that. It's just after the other night, I can't stop thinking about you. He takes a breath and, noticing the blanket rested in her lap, he shuffles awkwardly and tries to stop himself from looking at her breasts. He can't. Oh, and I still have your wolf plushie, the toy from the fair. I still have her at home. She looks at him, his expression, and smiles, placing her hand gently against his cheek. I really enjoyed the other night, and I love talking with you. It's like you understand me, and that means so much. Please don't let this come between our friendship. Riley, tell me you'll still be my friend. You won't leave me. I won't. He smiles, pulling her close. I'm here for you, Cat, whatever you need, whenever. I'll always be here. Digby's pacing the corridor as Zach hands him a bag filled with clothes. So I got Oz and Bud to go to the picnic and clean up. Good. What the fuck? Digby growls, stopping his pacing as looks through the window into the room, seeing Riley, his arms wrapped around Kat's naked body, holding her. What the fuck is he doing now? He throws the door wide open in angry disgust. Hey you get the fuck away from her. Right now. Do you hear me? Get your filthy paws off. Throwing the coffee to the floor, in 2 strides he's shoving hard against Riley's chest. Oh shit. Zach steps up, making a grab, trying to stop him, but it's too late. He has his hands on Riley, pushing him around. Lashing out in one punch, he sends the doctor crashing to the floor. I'm gonna fucking kill you. A mist descends and his wolf growls loudly as he puffs out his chest and towers over his victim. Riley, trying not to show his fear, backs away but is stopped from escaping by the wall. Cat is mine and you need to keep the fuck away from her. Ryan. Cat screams, jumping from the bed. Ryan, stop it. She pushes against his chest, Zach also trying to force him away. I said stop it. Ryan, please. Don't hurt him. He wasn't doing anything. We were just talking. She grabs at his arm, using all the energy she and Luna can muster to force him away. I saw you from the window, I saw his talking. He needs to learn once and for all. Freaks like you. He jabs a finger in Riley's face as he continues to cower on the floor. You need to stay away. Do you understand me? You don't fucking go near her. Am I clear? Rubbing his face, afraid, Riley nods. Yeah, I'm sorry. She was upset. I was just trying to comfort her. As a patient, that's all. She's not yours. You want to take her from me? Then come on, try it. Taking a deep breath, he puffs his chest, making himself look bigger, and he bares his teeth as his blue eyes glare brightly. Cat stands between them, forcing him back. Ryan, you're being ridiculous. Stop it. He growls, but she stands her ground and stares back. Stop it right now. Luna also snarls at him. He rubs his hand over his face, calming himself. Get dressed. Zach, tell him to stop. Please. Riley wasn't doing anything. Zach can't do anything. He's still trying to understand this whole situation. First, he arrives to see a shirtless Digby covered in blood, and now Cat naked, also covered in blood. What the fuck actually happened here? His jaw drops and he swallows. Did you two bond? He frowns, taking a deep breath. Holy fuck. You did it. Shit. Okay, he gasps as the enormity of what happened sinks in. Now he understands why Digby's being so irrationally defensive, and he intervenes. Diggs, you need to calm the fuck down, man. As she said, it's just a misunderstanding. Come on, man, just come with me. Ryan, please listen to him. Cat pleads. Ryan, look at me. Baby, come on, just calm down. This is not Riley's fault. He's just trying to help. Help? What, by mauling his paws all over you? Yeah, really, that's not fucking helpin'. Okay, you're right. But that was on me. That was my fault, not his. You need to calm down, and we all need to get a grip on this. Please just stop. She makes a low growl in the back of her throat, and Luna stares at him. She does. He calms and lowers his head. His eyes look away as he submits to her command. Sorry, he sighs. I never meant to do this, any of it. Fuck. I'm so sorry. He rubs at his head and walking away. He paces the room. Come on, it's okay. It's fine. She wraps her arms around him, holding him. This has been a little too much excitement for everyone. Taking a deep breath, his scent overwhelms her nostrils. Then, suddenly aware of her lack of clothes, she smiles. I think I need to go clean up and maybe put some clothes on. Yeah, sorry. He pulls his hand through his hair, taking deep breaths. Zach places a hand on his shoulder. Let's take a walk, get some fresh air. How about we go home and then I'll send Cutie back to pick Cat up? Yeah, that sounds a good idea. I'll be fine. She smiles, wrapping the blanket around herself. We just need to finish up here by that time Cutie can be back to take me home. Zach's right. Go home. The loud voice in the doorway makes them all look up. But first, someone wants to tell me what the fuck is going on? Darius, man, Hey, how the hell did you know we were here? Digby frowns. Us called. Told me Zach had left for the hospital because you two screw-ups were here. What the hell were you thinking bringing her here? You know, Digby, this fuck-up is impressive even for you. What the hell? Look, I don't know, hell, it all just happened so fast. And at the moment, well, there was blood everywhere and I panicked. I thought she was gonna fucking die. Shit. Digby gasps, apprehensively pacing the room. His hand constantly pulling at his hair. He turns to face Darius. I couldn't think straight, so when she said we should come here, well, I just did. But I can see now how that was a pretty dumb idea. Yeah, too right it was. That's your problem, Digby, you never think about the consequences. Guess that's why I'm in charge and not you. Now I have to cover for your fuck up again. No, don't you fucking dare. You think you're so fucking clever, don't you? Just remember, you're not Mr. fucking perfect, and we all know it. At least I was here for her when she needed me, not like you. You were. He closes his eyes and bites his tongue. Shit. Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I take back. Darius, I didn't mean to say that, man, I was just angry. I'm sorry. It's been a shit day and fuck. You know what, Zach? Get him the fuck out of my sight before I kill him. Swear to God, Digby, one of these days you will push your bullshit too far. Zach, I said get him out. And don't bother calling Cutie. I'll drive her back. The hiss in Darius's voice scares even Zach, and he quickly gathers up Digby. Handing him a t-shirt, he pushes him towards the door and leaves the bag of clothes for Cat on the chair. Diggs, man, come on, let's get you out of here. Zach, Darius calls him back. You take him straight home. No stop-offs at the bar for some bullshit celebration. Do you understand me? Yeah, sure. Don't worry, we won't. No, you won't. Now get gone. As they leave, Darius calms himself, closing his eyes, taking a deep breath, while Cat helps Riley to his feet. What the hell was that about? She asks. Nothing. Darius sighs. So you're Riley? Yes, I am. And you are? Darius. Jackson. I'm Cat's team leader. Is she going to be all right? Yeah, I just need to get an antibiotic shot and finish cleaning. But then she should be good to go. Though, his lip quivers and he can feel his hands shaking from the surge in adrenaline. For what it's worth, I told her she should report this. Darius frowns, and turning around, he opens his eyes and glares at Riley. Report this to whom exactly? Riley gasps, slightly afraid, as the purple of Darius' eyes stare intently at him. He gasps. Alexandra Genesis. He whispers under his breath. Oh no, I won't tell anyone. What he did. Riley gulps nervously, unable to stop staring at Darius's eyes, hypnotized by them. God, they really are purple. Do you know, I've never really seen them for real. Some people say they're a trick of the light, but Cat sniggers, a smile fills her face, and she has to bite her lip to stifle a full-blown laugh. Considering how angry Darius is right now, for reasons even she's not clear on, the only thing Riley can focus on is his purple eyes. Makes her laugh, and as Darius turns looking at her, she shrugs. She immediately regrets doing it as pain shoots up her neck and into her shoulder. Erg fuck. I so shouldn't have done that. You okay? Darius frowns, turning to Riley. Is she all right? It's just a twinge, don't fuss, she sighs. I'll go get that shot of antibiotics. You want to take a minute? You need to get cleaned up. There's a patient's shower room just across the hall. You're welcome to use it. I mean, you might want to wash some of that blood off. Just mind those stitches. Sorry, I probably don't need to tell you that. He smiles, she smiles back. Riley, thank you. And I'm sorry about Ryan, what he did. But please don't blame him, he's just trying to make sense of it all. His body is a rage of chemicals right now, but just know he would never hurt me, not intentionally. But I appreciate your concerns, really I do. Sure. He nods reluctantly. Well, I'll be back in a few minutes. As he closes the door, Kat sighs and sits on the chair, rubbing at her aching shoulder. She looks up from her seated position, Darius still staring at her. What? Nothing. So, you let him do it then? You let him bond with you? Let him? I wouldn't exactly say that. I'm not really sure I let him. I sure didn't plan for it to happen. It just did. 1 minute we were fooling around, and the next, I got overwhelmed by these feelings and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop him. I think she took control. It was her that let him do it, not me. She laughs under her breath as she rubs at the burning ache. But you. No, I wish I'd let him do it when we shifted, 'cause it really fucking hurt. It was definitely not how I imagined it would be. She takes a breath, and with her head down she sighs. You know, growing up I got told all kinds of stories about what it would be like. Well fuck, they should be a little more honest, 'cause it sure as hell wasn't like anything I'd been told. I mean, I knew it would hurt and that it would bleed. Medically, I knew that. After all, it has to be deep enough to mark the skin permanently. But oh my god. It's like he totally lost control. It was savage. He was an animal. Well, at least you never have to do it again. Well, there is that, I guess, she laughs. Standing up, she collects the clothes Zach left. I should get cleaned up. Are you okay to wait? I mean, I can grab a cab if you need to go. I'm good to wait. He nods towards the door. He seems a nice guy. Riley, he seems okay, for a freak that has a shifter as a brother. Kat laughs. You know, he's not a freak, and yeah, he's a really nice guy, really nice. He's just caught up in a world he doesn't understand. But then do any of us understand it? I always thought it was us that were the freaks. She drops her head and sighs as a swirl of confusing emotions storms around her body. Hey, you okay there? Darius frowns, concerned. She bites her quivering lip. Darius, will this change things between us? Oh, Kat, don't ask me that. I don't know. I mean, this complicates shit. Way beyond the complicated shit it already was. To be honest, I don't know. I hadn't even considered about you giving him this, not yet anyway. Didn't think beyond seeing you again. Being with you again. He steps closer. Brushing her hair back from her face and taking a deep breath, he stares her in the eyes. You need to go clean that blood off. You smell pretty grim. I can't be around you like this. He smiles and backs away. Darius. She hesitates and then, checking the door, reaches up and kisses him. Just know that I still want you. I don't know how we make it work, but do want you. Truth is, I need both of you. Yeah, I know. But I'm not sure if I can share you. And I really don't think Digby can either. Not right now anyway. She lets out a shaky breath at that. I should go the shower. I won't be a minute. Hey, you think we might stop and get something to eat on the way back? Only I'm starving. I don't know if it's Luna growling or my stomach. Yeah, sure. He smiles. Hey, do you like pie? Pie? Yeah, sure. Pie's good. Kinda random, but yeah, I like it. Why? Okay, well, I know a place does good pie. So go get dressed and I'll take you there. Oh, I'm sorry. Riley hesitates at the doorway as he watches the pair of them. Am I disturbing something? No, we're good. Oh, is that for me? She looks at the tray with a hypodermic. Yeah, you can have antibiotics, right? I mean, wolves, they don't get it. Reaction. He pauses as Darius again glares at him. Kat stands herself between the pair of them. No, we're good with that. Sorry, it's just I'm a doctor, not a vet. Oh shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. He takes a breath looking at both of them. Sorry, that sounded so bad. I just meant, oh hell, I've not had much experience with this. My mother deals with Quinn's medical stuff. She's a doctor, well, psychologist now, but she trained as a doctor. It's okay, I understand. It's a lot for you to take in. Don't worry. Riley, you do understand? Darius stares at him. You can't tell anyone about this? No one can know that Kat was here, and I mean no one. You do understand that, right? You can't go telling your friends. Are we clear? Yeah, perfectly. I wouldn't. As a doctor, I don't discuss my patients. Good. As long as that's clear, because it puts us all in danger, including you. Right. Well, I should get off, so can I give you this? He picks up the syringe and nervously looks at Darius. I have other patients waiting. Sure. She sits up and uncovers her thigh. Then, placing his hand against her leg, Riley prepares the antibiotic shot, and Kat can't help but notice how much his hand trembles as Darius stands close, towering over the both of them. Darius, wait. She places her hand against his chest and holds him back and smiles reassuringly at Riley. It's okay, everyone's just feeling a little overprotective. Yeah, I sure noticed that. He sighs, then quickly jabs the shot into her leg. Okay, well, I'm all done and you're free to go. Stitches can come out in a couple of days. If you have any problems, then just call me. But Kat, call me. Anyway. I will. And Riley, thank you for everything. And I will call, I promise. With that, Riley leaves and Kat picks her clothes up. Looking at Darius, she smiles. I'll go get cleaned up. Then we can go get pie.